Welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. So hopefully you saw the my post or got my email with the pieces to cut for tonight. If you didn't, you may want to go back and cut after and then go back through this video. There's a couple little tricky bits to it. It's not super hard and we'll go through it step by step, but this is a fun fold card and you got to kind of follow along, I guess is really my message. It's not that it's so difficult if you follow along, but you do kind of have to follow along if it's not something you're familiar with, because just a little bit different than some of the cards we have generally made on here. But anyway, we'll see when we get there. Anyway, welcome. If you are here, do say hello and let me know that you are watching and you're on. And if you are crafting along with me and you fall behind or you need to hear something again or whatever, don't hesitate to comment and let me know, and I'll go back over whatever we just did or however far back I need to go. So happy to do that. So, what do I have to share? Shared a lot this afternoon. We did craft spot this afternoon, not the usual day, but I wasn't able to do it yesterday, and I didn't want to miss it because I love hanging out with you and I love sharing. So I figured I would just move it to today. So um, you had double dose of Connie's crafting today. So, and it wasn't too much of an adventure this afternoon. We did play with some new things. Um, and we're gonna sort of play with a few different things again tonight. So let me just put this down to the crafting area. We are going to be using the Otterly Amazing bundle again. This is one of our online exclusive products, and it is just cute, 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 and fun. And I'm really enjoying it. This afternoon, we played with some of the dies that are in the set that do some sort of different things. And because it was just this afternoon, one would think the card would be close by, relatively close by. We're good. This was the card from this afternoon. So you can see we used the die to cut some of these water lines just to give it some interest. We've got some bubbles coming up from the water. We've got fishies in the water. These fish are very, very small, but we put some inked cardstock behind it. And there's the little fishies that we cut out. I did end up using some of those to decorate the card, and some rocks with some extra, like there's some extra ink on those that we added. So, and then these were designer series paper, but we cut those with dies from the set. So anyway, that was this afternoon's card. Tonight, we are moving on to something different. So this is the third project that I am sharing this week. And if you would like a kit to make all three of these cards, all you have to do is place an online order with me using this current host code. And if your order is $45 or more, I will send you the kit absolutely free as soon as the Canada Post strike ends. I feel like a bit of a broken record saying that, but really I can't do much else until the strike does end. But I will send it to you. I promise you that. And if your order is over $75, then I will also send you a free package of gems. So some extra bling for you. That's always fun. Okay, so if you were with me this afternoon, I mentioned that the card that we're making tonight is not a new one, but it's one that my friend Tamara Bertram shared recently. And it reminded me that I haven't made one of these in several years, and it was probably time to share it again. So this is this is this is the cardstock that I had in the photo. Um, and I was going to make it into a card and all that jazz. But once I got the designer series paper, it wasn't really the color that I wanted. There is lemon lime twist in the paper, but not a lot, and not so much showing that it picked up well for a card base. So this is my demo now, and I don't actually have a finished card made to share with you, but that's okay. This is the important piece. So this is the card base, and I have cut a new card base that I will work with tonight, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Okay. Then there is another piece of cardstock. This is Pool Party. I'm not sure how the color shows up for you there. Hopefully it's relatively true, but it's Pool Party. Just out of interest, you can use whatever color cardstock you want. Depends what paper you're using, I suppose. And this is 11 by 3 3/4, and it is scored at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. Okay. And then we have one more piece, and it is 8 by 3 1/2, and it is not scored yet. We are going to do that together, and that is why I put on the ingredients list that you would need your trimmer for scoring. Right? At least I hope that's what I said. I'm pretty sure I said trimmer on there. But anyway, this is the card. Okay, this one's not decorated, as I said, but this is what we are making. Okay, so it's this fun pop out, unfold, and then it all just closes down on itself, looks like an ordinary card. Standard card, fits in our regular envelopes, and then when they open it up, it will be like, whoa, look at that in your face with all the fun that is to be had. Okay, so that's what we are going to make this evening. So, okay, let's just start with the basic folding on the score line. So our card base, we are just going to fold that one in half. My bone folder, oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna burnish that. And then this other piece that is 3 3/4, we are going to just alternate our folds forward and back. Okay, so I know when you have the valley and the mountain, you always want to fold the mountain together. One of these is not going to be like that, unless you happen to score your cardstock on both sides, alternating. But I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't bother to that. It folds fine. It's not like a card base where we're trying to get everything to line up perfectly. And if we have extra or anything, we will just chop it off at the knees, she said. So that's what we will do. Okay, so there's that piece ready to go. Then you will need to bring in your scoring. You don't really need to bring in your trimmer for any reason. We're not cutting anything. But and I don't know whether I told you to bring a pencil, but I am going to use a pencil. You will need something to make a little mark. You won't see it, so you don't need to worry about it, but we will be making little marks on our paper. You could do it just with the scoring, but it might be a little bit tricky to see. Entirely up to you. I have a pencil, okay? So I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to put it to 2 1/4. Right? And then I'm going to close this, and I'm going to come in with my pencil, and I'm just going to make a little mark at the top and a little mark at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to move it over to 5 3/4. Okay, and I'm going to make a little mark at the top, a little mark at the bottom. Okay, I don't see any comments. Hopefully, hopefully that's okay. There were some comments that I saw after my live this afternoon that hadn't shown up on my screen during the Facebook Live. So hopefully there's nobody out there struggling and wanting me to repeat anything, but why don't I just repeat it just in case? So 8 by 3 1/2. you're going to make a little mark top and bottom at 2 1/4. So I put this into my trimmer to 2 1/4. Close this and just made marks. And then I moved it over to 5 3/4. And again, keep it cutting blade out of the way. Made some little marks. Okay, then we're going to turn it 90 degrees and we're going to go to 1 3/4. Okay, and we are going to score that all the way top to bottom. Okay, then we are going to go from this top mark to this bottom mark, so diagonal. And I'm just lining up the marks in the track. Okay, I'm going to close that and I'm going to score. So it's going to make an X with my score lines because I'm going to come this way and put this little mark in the track and this mark in the track. Okay, and then I'm going to score that as well. Okay, so there we go. And that's all we need to do with that guy. Okay, now to fold this, this is the valley side, and I'm doing that only because I want this fold to be relatively lovely. So I've got my mountain here, and so I'm on my valley side right now. I'm just going to fold this up. Again, we could have flipped our paper over, but I did not think to do that. So we did not. Okay, so I'm folding that up on the one diagonal, and then I'm going to fold the other side up on the diagonal, burnishing them. Okay, and then you're going to open it up and we're going to actually fold this in the opposite direction. So this is this just in half. Hopefully your score line is close. First one I did was a little bit off. This one looks not too bad though. Okay, I'm just going to give that a nice burnish. There we go. Okay, so once you have that all done, you can kind of see, how did we do this here? This way. When you put it, so there's my fold, but if I pop it the other direction, it kind of folds into a T. Okay, I've made a number of these. I have yet to have these be completely even. So don't worry about it. You can just leave it. I usually trim it just because. But it's probably not off a whole lot. You don't need to worry about it, but as I say, I just like to trim it and make it even. So I'm gonna come in here. You know what? I come in here with my little chopper. You can do it just with scissors. Have this little guillotine cutter. So we'll just chop it and make it completely even. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, and this is our mechanism. It is going to go into our card. I think we'll do a little bit of decorating before we get there. Now, unlike you, perhaps, I have not cut my designer series paper. I was waiting for it to arrive in my order. I did mention that. So, okay, I've had it for a while and I still didn't cut it, but you know, it's my story and I'm going to go with it because it's all I've got. So, but it gives me a chance to really show you the paper. Yeah, that's it. That's it as well. So, look at this paper. It is so much fun. We've got little otters swimming all over the place, enjoying some little fishies playing together. And on the back, we've got these nice water plants with some more fish in them. There are a couple of pages that have dies that match the images. So this was one, and I haven't cut this out yet. I cut it out of the paper, but I haven't die cut it yet. But there's the two otters together with the plants on the edges, and I think that I may die cut that and use him. And then just a very neutral background sort of piece. This piece, there's three guys missing, two of which I used on the card from this afternoon, and this little guy I didn't end up using, but there are three of the otters on there, and they're on here a few times. So you can cut those with the dies. And then on the back, we have balmy blue water. We've got all these cute little scenes, just, some rocks and waterfalls and more otters. And then on the back of this, we got lots and lots of fishies. And we have this piece. Isn't this fun? Like, this is just a whole scene that you could almost just frame this and just put it up as artwork. But you could also cut pieces for card fronts. There's a number of pieces that you could just take and make cards with them. So, hi, Terry. You're a bit late, but you're here now. That's awesome. And then the back of this has some different colored rocks and pebbles and things. We have this lovely piece. Look, I love these. I think it's the colors that just draw me in. Balmy blue and pretty peacock. Not one that I put together a whole lot. Usually it's just Lost Lagoon, but I really like the balmy blue in there. And then there's old olive accents as well. And then we have pool party water on the back of that one. So lots of fun on the designer series paper. Terry, don't know if you were planning to craft along with me or not, but this is the card that we're making. Okay, so it's a fun fold, and you may have done one of these in the past. This is just the base card. I have not decorated it because, as I explained, the lemon lime twist is in this paper. Let's see. I will prove it. On sheet. So this is lemon lime twist in here, but it's very accenty as opposed to a lot of it, and I just wasn't really working for me as a card base, so I totally abandoned that, and that's just my sample. Okay. Oh, I need a piece of I need designer series paper for the front of my card, and I think I was going to use that very first one that I shared. This one. Okay, so I need to cut this because I had not going to watch now and try it later. Okay, that's okay. I haven't put my real card together yet. We did do some scoring on the one piece. But you can go back and find it on the video. And if you're struggling, just reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. We can even jump onto a Zoom call if need be. So, or we could we could talk about it on Saturday on our regular call. Most of you know that Terry and I work together quite a bit, along with Sarah from Australia. And we have just finished sending you the 12 weeks of Christmas. We hope that you have enjoyed that. We have enjoyed sharing it with you, and we absolutely appreciate that you subscribe to our emails. So that was our little thank you for that. Okay, so I cut pool party, and now that I put this on here, this is looking way more balmy blue than pool party. Yeah, I don't know. When I picked the sheet up before, I thought it was pool party, but it's looking very, very balmy blue, especially when I do it side by side. That is not gonna work. Let me see if I have another piece of you know what? We're going to what's this? This stuff is close enough to pool party. So we're going to leave that for another card. And we are going to put something else on. Where is my, here's my pool party. So I'm going to use the back of this piece and pool party, and we'll just put this water kind of stuff onto this card. So try this once again, 4 inches, 5 1/4. It's a standard size, so that other piece will get used somewhere. Funny how your eyes can play tricks with you like that. Oh, that is so much nicer. It goes together. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the front, and I do need to cut. I don't know for sure what I want inside just yet, so I'm going to leave it for now. And I had, there's the die for that. I had cut this for a sentiment. I think I was planning to use Love You Lots, which could work for that, couldn't it? Which looks like it is still on a block somewhere. I could possibly use this. You're utterly amazing. That would also fit on there, but here's Love You Lots. Let's just go with that. We'll do another card that says Love You Lots. Okay, and what color shall we stamp that? Not in Pool Party, obviously. Or sorry, not in Balmy Blue, which is what I had from this afternoon. Okay, Garden Green. That will work. We'll pick up all of the and I think this fits. I'm pretty sure I had checked it. Should double check it. Yes. Love You Lots will fit in there. So let's just put that onto there. Okay. There we go. And give this a little bit of a clean off while we're here. Close this up for now. And I think I'm just going to put this down flat. I seem to have lost my Seal Plus. Oh, nope, there it is. When you have a whole package of designer series paper on your desk, it tends to cover up a lot of things. 12 by 12 sheets can hide all sorts of things that you're looking for. Okay, and then we need our little cut and emboss machine because I did not get this guy cut. Now this will show you just how it does. The dies do cut some of the designer series papers. Can you see that almost? Move it up a tiny bit. And then this will go right over these guys and cut them out. Okay. Put this down. Carefully so I don't, I didn't tape the die down. I'm being brave. Whoa. Apparently I didn't tape the trimmer down and it just fell off my shelf. But that's okay. I caught it. Okay, I think that's probably all the die cutting we're going to do, but I don't know because I didn't really play in the inside. I wasn't sure whether I was going to completely decorate the inside while we're on camera. Didn't know whether you would want to hang around for all that, but we will decorate the outside and we will put it together so that you can see how it all goes together. Okay, put the, oh, so sad to cover this up, but yeah, totally wrong color. So we're going to go with the pool party for this card. Have to do another one with the balmy blue. I do like pool party, but I like the papers that had the balmy blue. There we go. And I need to just pause for a moment. I was chilly before, so I put a cardigan on, and guess what? Now I'm warm, so I'll take that off. Okay, now I think we're gonna put these guys right there. Put this down here. We'll add some gems. I do have a few bits of greenery that I had cut previously that we could also add. Oh, I think I really should have called up my, I think I had suggested, here we go. I'm just gonna open up. Give me half a minute here. Oh dear. Hard to see from from afar. So, oh, hard to get the mouse to work too. Uh okay, maybe not so much. There we go. See if I can find it here. Did I have it open? I do not have it open. Oh dear. Okay, try this one more time. One moment. This will hopefully help if I can get it all working right. I'm trying to look at my other monitor, which is fairly large, but it's also kind of far away. So, okay, here we go. And this. And now it's on here. Look at it. Yes, I did. So I suggested a cardstock uh piece to ground your front decor is how I explained it. And that's this circle. It just, rather than having these guys sort of float, you could have them just kind of there, but this just it gives them somewhere to sit, and it just kind of helps to pull it all together, I think. So I think we'll do that. And then I don't know whether we want any of these on there or not. I don't have a whole lot. I could cut some more, but I guess we could put a couple of these down here, couldn't we? What do we think? Does that look like it belongs together? Maybe, a definite maybe. So we'll start with the other stuff, just to be sure. So I think I am going to glue the circle down flat, and then I'm going to pop up the otters. That right in about that far down, centered. There we go. And then these guys are going to go on with dimensionals. I did get some out. I put them handy. It wasn't these, but they'll work. So, oopsie, there goes my pencil. Good thing we're done with it. You need another one at the bottom? Probably not. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna, because this is flat, it will be okay. I was thinking that some of this might hang off the edge, but it won't matter because oh, the circle is flat. So these are the dimensionals where the back always gives me grief, but the sheet is just about finished, so there will be no more grief. Put those guys right about there. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals, and then if I decide to tuck those other leaves in, I can still do that because this will be popped up. See, just like I, was planning. or it's nice when it works out that way. Okay, I don't know where those dimensionals went that I got out to use. I thought I would bring them a little bit closer so that they were handy. And now they are no longer handy, but that's okay. I think I have finished. Oh, not, yes, all the large dimensional bits that I had. Oh, I guess we could just put some of these little guys on. I could use the edge pieces. Oop, apparently they're sticky. Let's see how I do with getting these backs off. This is one of those old backs, so I wouldn't expect him to cooperate. And put some down, take some off, lift them up, put them back. Okay. I'm gonna put this right about there. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to leave those to the side for now, and we can work on building the inside of the card. So this is the piece that was not scored. We scored it together. So make a mark at 2 1/4 top and bottom, mark at 5 3/4 top and bottom, and then diagonal score lines, turn it 90 degrees, score at 1 3/4. Okay. This folds up, this folds up, and then this folds the opposite direction. Okay. And then to put it together, you just kind of pop it and let it kind of fold into this little arrowhead kind of thing. Okay. Now you are going to want a nice strong adhesive for this. So I'm going to use our liquid glue because it is a wonderful strong adhesive. And I am going to just fold this up and set it in the center, right just below the fold. Okay, so it's touching the bottom area of that fold. Okay, you want it to be able to close, and you can in fact close it and give it a nice press. Okay, if it's up too high, your card won't close nicely. So, and I'm going to put more glue on the top of this triangle. Okay, and I am going to close my card, and I'm going to give that a nice press and just hold that for a moment to let it stick whilst I put the lid on my glue. There we go. Okay, so nice and stuck, and now you can kind of see how that is going to work. Okay, now for this next part, so this is just Mountain Valley Mountain on this piece. Okay, to get it to open up like this, you're going to have the valley towards you. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I've got the valley towards me and the flaps on the edge. Okay, that's the orientation that we want. And this is going to go right down at the bottom, centered across your card. Okay, to stick it down, we are going to put adhesive in the bottom left and top right. Okay, and then when we put it together, it's going to come down. Let me just see if I can show you this. So it's going to come down on this side. So we've put our glue here, bottom left, and this is going to stick down. Okay, you see that would be stuck. And then we're going to actually lift this and get it to go on top of this piece. Can you see how I've done that? So it's It's like it's sliding right in, but we're going to do it one at a time. Okay, but see, it's under this side and over this side. Okay. Okay, so opening this up, and I am going to use tear and tape because again, we want a really nice, strong adhesive. You could use your liquid glue. I just like to know that it's going to stick as soon as I press it and it's going to stay and it's not going to wiggle. So I'm putting a couple pieces of, just need to snip that off a tiny bit. It's just a shade too long. There we go. I want to know that it's going to stick well, and stick quickly. So bottom left, top right. Okay. Put another piece in here. Well, this one's too long too. I'm gonna have to trim him as well. But I can do that. Got a little overzealous in my unrolling of tape there. Okay. So let's take the backings off of these. Get them ready. Here. This one. Don't. Okay. And we're going to grab our inside. So remember the valley is facing me. And I'm going to set it down at the bottom of my card and centered across my card. Okay. And then I'm going to bring this down. As I close it, I'm actually just going to hold this side up a little bit so that it doesn't stick. Okay, give that a press. And then we're going to come in here and we're just going to put this whole piece, can we see, on top of this. Okay, you see how I've gone on top? This is below and this is on top. And then we're just going to close it all up. Lean on it a little bit, give it a nice press, and then we have it all put together. You just need to coax it a little bit to close it. Okay. So that's the card. When you have this, it may not go down flat. Okay. And that's fine. It's just how you how you put everything together. Sometimes it's more important that it goes together flat this way than it opens up completely flat. The other one that I had, I think, goes a little flatter than that one. Does it? Yeah, not a whole lot. Yeah, so it is what it is, and that's fine. Nobody's going to need to put this flat down on a table. But this does need to be flat to go into your envelope. So that's the one that matters. Okay. And then from there, I had suggested 4 pieces of cardstock that you could add interest elements to, or you could stamp on. You would want to put some sort of a, you might want to put some sort of a sentiment inside, you know, whatever you want. And then these obviously just go on to all of these. You could just add designer series paper as well. If you just wanted to have some panels that looked lovely, you could do, you know, a couple panels that are just designer series paper, maybe do one with a sentiment, and then you could leave this one blank for people to write their message on. Whatever you wish. Okay. And then the other pieces, lost my photo. Here we go. Designer series paper. Oh, three and a half. Oh, pattern paper. No, oh my goodness, that's I hope you guys were able to read that. That's a terrible picture. 4 by 3.5. Okay. So I don't really know what I'm going to put in there, but the 4 by 3.5. So it's 4 wide, 3.5 tall. And we have on the front of this. Oh, see, that's not cut well, but I think you could come in with, I need something with with pool party. We have established that. You could even cut something like this and just put it on the top and the bottom. If you didn't want to do a whole piece. Oh, I could do fishies. That's the right color. Fishies could be cute. Then I lose some of these though. Oh, don't you hate that? When you have wonderful designer series paper and you can't make a choice of what to cut and what to put where? Yes, it's a tough one. I could do it in this. This is the lemon lime twist that I had in my photo, and this one piece is not large enough, but I'd have to get another piece. Dilemma. I could put more water. That might be the easiest. And then I could even decorate that with some other little cutouts. Or you could leave it plain. Okay, there's just too many options, right? Anyway, that is the card. Do you want to see the beginnings again? Do I still have a set? I do. I still have a set of cut cardstock. So maybe we'll just run through that initial part one last time. So you can see it again. Okay, so 11 by 4.25. That is our card base. Standard card base, just different orientation than we do for most of our cards, but same size. And you just cut your cardstock long instead of wide. And then 11 by 3 3/4, scored at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4. Okay, and that is just folded forward and back. Make your mechanism. There we go. And remember, this comes towards you. Okay. And then this is the piece that we need to do the extra marking on. We'll bring that down a little bit. So for this one, we are going to go to 2 1/4 on our trimmer. And we're just going to make a little mark at the top and a little mark at the bottom. And then we're going to go over to 5 3/4. Okay. And we are going to score from top left to bottom right. So I'm just putting these marks that I made into the track. Okay. And I'm going to score it, and then I'm going to turn it diagonally the other way. So now I'm top right and bottom left into the track, score that. Okay, and then I'm going to score it at 1 3/4 down. So 1 3/4 across the short side. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, so we're going to fold this up. Hello, Kathy, welcome. Just running through the scoring and the folding again once more. And I think you might have been on the night Tamara showed this recently. So we I said I was reminded that I hadn't made one of these for a long time, so I decided to share it tonight. Okay, and then so these are folded this way, and then you want to fold your center the opposite direction. Okay, and this is just a center crease. So just jig your scoring a little bit if it's not quite centered. Okay, once it's all scored, you just pop it up the other direction. Then it makes that arrowhead. And look, that one's pretty close. Almost even. Not quite, but kind of close. Okay. And that's how you have it. Okay, so there's your pieces to make the mechanism to allow you to build that. Okay. Alrighty. A little bit longer than usual tonight because there was a few steps and a few extra bits. And I didn't decorate the inside, and I didn't put any bling on the. We have to put some bling on the outside. We have to at least do that, right? Let's see what we have in here. Oh, look, these are kind of fun. These are the dots for days. If I could get them out of the package, we could use them. I wonder if I need something. Oh, there is. Oh, look, there's garden green. That might be better. Okay, never mind. What else do we have? How about these? These are fun too. Do I want white? I don't think I want white. That doesn't really do much for them. Too many choices. I should just go with what we had started, right? Lots of choices right now. Oh, no, those aren't quite right colors. What do we think? Don't have anything really in a pool party. I could go with oh, that's sort of pink and blues, isn't it? These are the ones that I used this afternoon, and they do go really well with the otters. Too many decisions. Okay, we'll just we'll just use these again. because I'm not in a deciding mood. I don't know what happened. I must have used up all my decision making for today. Because I couldn't decide on stuff to do on the inside really either, could I? Okay. Go to bed, it'll all get the tank will get refilled. There we go. At least it's got gems now, right? The front is done. The front is cute. Don't you love them? They're so cute. Okay. That's what we have. We have a bit of a crafter math going on, but it's all good. So I hope you were able to follow that. If you need to go back and watch the video again, certainly you are welcome to do that. I will have it posted on my Facebook page, and I will also upload it to YouTube, so you can find it there as well. And if you are still struggling and you want some help, just reach out to me. I'm more than happy to walk you through it step by step, and we can build it together. Okay. Thank you. Oh, should I show you all three cards from this week? Two of them are from today, but okay, let's just so there was the one from this afternoon, and this is the one from Monday. So just a whole lot of cute going on with these guys. You gotta love them. Alrighty, that is it for my Facebook Lives for this week. I will be back Monday morning. Yes, I will. Yes. I am not working Monday morning. I have to go in for training tomorrow, and then I work next week, but not on Monday. So I will be here Monday morning at 10 o'clock for Monday Motivation. and I hope you will join me then. Until then, have an awesome weekend and keep crafting. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.